The Congoton residence of Kromah is quiet. No generals, no soldiers, no security searches before seeing the man fighter simply called by his first name, Alhaji. There are only a few people here protecting and providing services to Kromah. The once feared warlord led the ULIMO-K faction when the United Liberation Movement split in two. He now spends his life bedridden. Kromah was known for his forceful style of talking. Today he is calm as he answers a litany of questions about alleged human rights violations committed by him, ULIMO, and ULIMO-K during Liberia's civil wars. The former rebel leader questions the credibility of the report by the Truth and Reconciliation Commission.
There are some people who were not fair in reporting what they saw, in writing down what they saw.
The TRC report was met with sharp criticism as soon as it was released in 2009. Ex-warlords accused of war crimes and even then-President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf questioned the constitutionality of the commission. They said they were not given due process as guaranteed in the 1986 Liberian Constitution. Amnesty International criticized the TRC for not publishing its policies on prosecution, among others. A division within the commission hurt its reputation as well. Two commissioners, Pearl Bamboo and Sheikh Kafuma Kone, did not sign the final report. And two other commissioners, Reverend Gerard Common and Didi Dolopie, signed it with reservations. But John Stewart, one of the four commissioners who did sign the report, stands by its truthfulness.
Of course it is. Because Mr. Kromah says it's not credible, it is credible. And his organization, ULIMO, is one of the notorious perpetrators that was recorded in the TRC report.
Stewart says because the commission was not a court, they recommended prosecution for Kromah and others based on the preponderance of evidence, the standard used in civil cases, and not based on proof beyond a reasonable doubt, the standard for criminal trials. Kromah and other alleged perpetrators were given an opportunity to be heard. Kromah appeared before the commission in November 2009 and denied all the allegations against him and his group, which he simply called a resistance movement.
He should face accountability. He should be made to account.
ULIMO committed 11,564 war crimes, the fifth most atrocities during the Liberian civil wars, according to the TRC. When the group broke up into crime-dominated ULIMO-J and Mandingo-dominated ULIMO-K, Kromah's ULIMO-K committed 6,079 war crimes, the fifth most recorded by the TRC. That means ULIMO-K did not only commit more crimes than its ULIMO-J rival, but also more than the Independent National Patriotic Front of Liberia, INPFL, and the Anti-Terrorist Unit, ATU. Kromah says it's time for the country to move on. He tells us that he himself is a victim of the wars and lost his family too. Kromah claims his aunt was dumped into a drum of boiling oil while the head of her daughter was chopped off.
So I go around looking for somebody to cut their hair off too, because it was done to my aunt and her little daughter.
Stewart insists the justification by Kromah, who seems to have suffered a stroke, is unjustified to avoid prosecution.
I don't think illness is any bar to accountability.
Pro-war crimes court campaigner Hassan Bedete shares Stewart's view.
It is important that every accused individual goes through the legal process. And it is also, in my mind, very important for those who are making the accusation to have the opportunity to face the individual they're accusing in court, face to face.
Bedete says Liberia cannot move forward without correcting the errors of its past.
I don't think that the lives of 250,000 innocent people should go in vain. If you do not hold people accountable because they did something wrong, other people are going to follow suit.
Even on his sick bed, Kromah remains defiant about his role and that of his troops during the historic violent conflict.
I told my soldiers Your main objective is to convert your enemy into a civilian. I'll never forget that.
The Weah administration has yet to take a definitive position on establishing a war crimes court. The president says the court is not a priority for now because his administration has just come to power and is overwhelmed by many development challenges. There is pressure nationally and internationally for the tribunal. Over 50 members of the Liberian House of Representatives have signed a resolution for it. The U.S. House of Representatives has also drafted a resolution to support Liberia in setting up the court as well as implementing the TRC recommendations. And the United Nations Human Rights Committee has given Liberia a deadline of this July to make a clear commitment to addressing its wartime crimes. It's unclear what will happen should the Weah administration fail to do so. What is clear is that many Liberians are angry at the failure of ex-generals to express remorse and to apologize for their actions during the wars. They are calling for justice. Asked about the issue several times, Kromah provided this response.
Remorse has to come in a consciousness of every human being. You do something that you didn't mean to do, you have to say, I'm sorry.
This report was a collaboration of new narratives as part of the West Africa Justice Reporting Project. I'm Anthony Stevens reporting.